biggest problem I had with the paintbrush has finally been fixed. Instead of gobbling ink like Joey Chestnut gobbles on hot dogs, it only eats ink at the speed of the guy who gets second place in those competitions. Don't get me wrong, this thing will still suck you dry, but it's not nearly as bad. With a 25% ink cost reduction when slinging and charging, it's a noticeable difference. When the paintbrush first came out, I couldn't believe how many fights I'd take where I ran out of ink shortly after initiating. I'm curious to see people's reaction to this change, because the other turnoff I've seen to this weapon is the startup time. You can't just get out of run mode and start frantically swinging like a maniac like you can with the ink brush. Ink brush is seriously the no-think, head-empty brush if you ask me. Paintbrush has that range like Steph Curry, but you gotta set yourself up to make that range work. Funny enough, this weapon works surprisingly well if the enemies are above you. It's like they don't even suspect a sneak attack from below. Now the rest of the kit is whatever. The curling bombs are a joke, and honestly not even worth wasting ink on in my opinion. Before the patch, if you used a curling bomb and did like 3 swings, you were out of ink. So it's gotten a little better, but I'd still prefer to not waste my ink if I don't have to, especially to a sub-weapon that provides such marginal value. The use of the curling bomb is more niche than a YouTube channel dedicated to fuzzy sock reviews. Do I think this balance patch puts the paintbrush in more of your matches? Yeah, I think you'll see an uptick in usage of this weapon. The kit is really the biggest thing scaring people away from it now, and maybe some more competitive players will puke at the idea of startup lag, but the paintbrush is definitely worth trying again if you haven't used it in a while. So get out there and cause some pain.